Some executive orders signed by President Trump are getting pushback from people in greater Cincinnati. And tonight we spoke with groups calling for more awareness and action on a local level. WLWT News 5's Rachel Hersheimer spoke to them earlier today and has their concerns.
There's a lot of fear surrounding President Trump's recent comments about gender diversity, equity, and inclusion. The executive orders signed raise a lot of questions. President Trump taking immediate action hours into his presidency.
Today I will sign a series of historic executive orders.
One of those executive orders made changes to gender policy.
As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
Leaders like Dr. Bonnie Meyer of Northern Kentucky Pride in Covington strongly disagrees with Trump's executive order, which would require government ID documents like passports to only list male or female.
It's false. There are more than two genders. We're prepared to continue to get resources to people who need them, to continue to bring together community, and to continue to go down this long road toward equity.
The president also signed an order ending government diversity, equity, and inclusion programs in the federal government, also known as DEI.
We will forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based.
That is normally the term that's used, that's merit-based. And then you have people getting terminated that have, all the qualifications, or people not even getting their resume looked at because they don't know anyone. So, that is where the concern is.
President of Cincinnati's NAACP says he is not fearful, but motivated.
The only thing we can do is to make sure that we recognize the companies that understand the value of having a diverse workforce and making sure that they are the ones that we're supporting.
The president of the Northern Kentucky NAACP branch sent us a statement similar to the one you heard from with that Cincinnati branch. Now, the president's executive order removing DEI programs from the federal government also follows a trend of many companies, including Walmart, Lowe's, and Ford, who dialed back those DEI efforts. Rachel Hersheimer, WLWT News 5.